Live. Okay, so I want to do a quick video. It shouldn't take long. I want to replace my macaroni and cheese talk. Okay, that video that I have out there. I think that video has 196 views, which is not a lot of views, but however, I have a confession to make. I do not use Velveeta at all in my macaroni and cheese, okay? Not anymore. I used to because I needed something to be creamy. What I decided to do is switch to making a roux. So when I switched to the roux, what that actually did is just made it creamy. So this is what I do. I go like to Costco. Sometimes I'll just go to Walmart or the Food Lion or Harris Teeter or just really whatever store. And if I can find the block cheese, like real cheese, real good cheese, anywhere from like sharp cheddar, mozzarella, Parmesan, and then if I can, or if I don't want to do all that shredding myself, I'll just get those bags of cheese, okay? And Romano cheese. What's one of my favorite is Asiago. Asiago is one of my favorite cheeses. And then other cheeses, Kerrygold brand, different things like that. And so I pick my cheeses, right? Whatever those cheeses are. And then I get heavy whipping cream and I get half and half. And that's basically all I use. I don't use milk. If that's all I have, I will use some milk. But normally I just use the heavy whipping cream and the half and half. And so what I do is also have some butter. So what I do is in my pot. Okay, so I've already fixed my macaroni and cheese. And I cook them, but not to being fully cooked. Okay, just maybe I may need 3 or 4 more minutes on cooking them. Then I'll go ahead and drain them. Then I will go ahead and drain them and put in the pan and kind of set it over to the side. And then I start on my roux. And the roux, what I do is I take a tablespoon of flour and a tablespoon of butter. And I melt it, and I'm slow cooking this too. My fire is down so low. My eye is down really, really low. I said fire, but I may have it on like a 2 or 3. Okay, or I may just to melt my butter. Then I'm turning it down. So I have it in like a 4 or 5 until I melt my butter. And then I'm turning it down to like a 1 or 2 and put that flour in there. And then once I get it creamed up, then I will use heavy whipping cream. I use about 8 ounces or a cup of heavy whipping cream. And then after that, I switch to half and half. Now the half and half, I usually get like a 16-ounce thing and I don't use all of it. And then I just kind of mix it in there. And I think I do use some milk now that I think about it. I think I do put a little bit of milk in there. So I may use about maybe 8 or 7, like 10 ounces of the heavy whipping cream. Then I'll put some milk in there. So I don't even know what my measurements are. Maybe if I actually do a video on me actually making it, I probably will try to do that. So then what I do is, because after the roux is done, right? So I'm still stirring. I'm just stirring this mixture. And then I'm trying to get it sort of hot. And then when I'm done, and what I may even do is recruit my daughter to get her to stir in it, keeping it stirred up. Then I'll take about 6 ounces of milk, okay? I'll take 6 ounces of milk, any kind. It could be half and half. It can be milk. It can be heavy whipping cream. It doesn't really matter. And I'll take an egg. I'll take 1 egg, and I'll put that egg in there, and I'll beat it together. And then I will take that egg mixture with milk and pour that in my macaroni and cheese, right? And just kind of mix it all together. At this time, too, I would put, if I was going to put a couple of herbs in there, like parsley. And I just use the dried stuff. The parsley, oregano, just a dash of paprika, a little bit of a dash of salt. So I kind of put that in there because usually the cheeses to me, I think it kind of brings up the cheese flavor a little bit more when you put things in there like that. And if I had some breadcrumbs, right, I would put a little bit of breadcrumbs in there at this point of time too. And I mean a little, I'm talking about maybe like 1 or 2 tablespoons is what I'm talking about in there. And so how much macaroni and cheese? So this is where you're looking at about a two, I think it's like a 2 pound container thing, box of macaroni and cheese or macaroni. And and then so I'll go back, let's go back to my cheese. So it's warm. It's enough to melt my cheese. So now I'm putting my cheeses in there. So what cheeses? And I'm just putting cheese in there. I'm probably gonna put about, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 cups of cheese is okay. And most of the time, I never really make. Most of the time, I make too much. Honestly, I make too much cheese. So trying to find out what to do with the rest of the cheese. So this is not a perfect recipe, okay, guys. This is actually a recipe where you may end up want to have cheese dip, okay, as well too, because you're gonna have some leftover cheese, your cheese sauce. Then I take my cheese and I pour it in there, and I'm in my macaroni, and I mix it up again until it's all mixed in there. And then I'll take sharp cheddar. Oh, excuse me, I forgot a couple of other ingredients. So let's back up. This is horrible that I forgot two of my main ingredients. Cream cheese. I'll take a pack of cream cheese, and before I put my cheeses in there, I have gotten that cream cheese melted in my roux mixture. Okay, it's no longer roux. It's went to the next level. Whatever the next level is, I don't forgot what they call it. So I put the cream cheese in there. Then I put the cheese in there. And then at the last minute, when I'm getting ready, and my eye is down really, really low because I'm just keeping it warm at this point because I don't want it sticking or nothing like that. Then I'm putting sour cream. How much sour cream? About 2 tablespoons of sour cream in there. So I'm just putting that sour cream in there. And then after that, I'm going to mix all of, now I'm putting my cheese in my macaroni, mixing it all together, make sure it's even, cheese is all throughout it. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it, okay? I'm eyeballing the cheese. And then I want to have a layer of cheese on top. So I've actually took some cheese and put shredded some cheese on top. I like the two looking colors, having like a sharp cheddar look and a white look. So I just mix some cheese on there. And if I had some breadcrumbs, I'll sprinkle some breadcrumbs. Now, and let's back up one more thing. One more thing I kind of forgot that I put in there too. I put a dash of cinnamon. So when I put my cheese, so before I put my cheese on top, while I'm mixing my cheese, I'm gonna dash some cinnamon in there. Okay, maybe a dash or two, maybe 2 dashes of cinnamon, and then I'll mix it together, and then I put my cheese on top and if I had to sprinkle a little bit of breadcrumbs on there, I will. So I do put cinnamon. Now I use the cinnamon powder type. I do have some cinnamon oil, essential oil, and I wonder how that would go in it. And if I was going to use the oil, I think I would only use 1 drop of cinnamon in it. I may try it one time and see what happens. But I like that cinnamon flavor in my macaroni and cheese. Do not ask me why. I had it at a place we went out to eat, and there was something about that macaroni, and I was like, "What is in this macaroni?" That was just so refreshing. It was so different, and it was cinnamon. It was cinnamon in there, and so I tried it in mine, and I have liked cinnamon in my macaroni and cheese now. But I want to try. I have some cinnamon oil. It is so concentrated that, like, if I had a cup of tea that I was putting cinnamon in, I only use 1 drop. So I'm thinking that's all I'm going to need in my macaroni is 1 drop of cinnamon. So we'll see. So I'm sort of excited about trying that with. So basically, I should have labeled this video that I don't use Velveeta cheese anymore. I do not use Velveeta cheese product because it's not cheese. So I want to use real cheese, and I normally try to get real cheese and use that. Cheese just tastes way better than cheese product. Okay, so I would just most definitely just try to get the real cheese when I mix it up. Because originally the reason why I was doing a video is so for my son who was away at college, and he was asking me how do I fix my macaroni and cheese. which probably meant he missed my macaroni and cheese and he wanted me to make him some. But and now since I've been working on keto, macaroni and cheese has not been on the menu. I do have something I want to try to make macaroni and cheese like a substitute to make it more keto friendly type of macaroni and cheese. And I think I got all of my ingredients for that. I just haven't been brave enough to try it yet. So I'll probably try it, make a very small amount, and see how it goes. And maybe I'll put it here as a follow up to this particular video. And I'm still in the market of trying to find a way to kind of edit my videos online. So right now I'm doing this ad hoc, doing live YouTube videos, which is I don't think it's a good idea, especially with me, because I'm very I don't know, I love to talk. So it's not good to do videos for me to do live videos. Because like right now I'm rambling about what? It has nothing to do with macaroni and cheese. So I do really want to try that alternative keto friendly type or low carb type of recipe. So hopefully I'm gonna try that and see what actually happens. So I'm going to end this video. This is the shortest video I've probably done in the history of my life. Besides the ones that I stop in the middle of and say, oh, this is crazy. I'm way too off base to post to even save this. So, but other than that, I've never made such a short video. So this is going to be the end of this video. Hopefully I'll be able to do another macaroni and cheese video to replace, because I feel bad that 196 views on that macaroni and cheese video, and I don't even use Velveeta mess anymore, that food product, any longer, because the making a roux with just 1 tablespoon and I don't want to have that much flour taste to it. So 1 tablespoon of flour and 1 tablespoon of butter is all you need. That's all you need. And I think I said on the other video too that I did. Sometimes I can put like broccoli in there. I've put chicken in my macaroni before. So it depends on what kind of flavor you want. You can make it more like a pasta type of dish that could be a one casserole type of thing. So it doesn't have to just be plain old macaroni. You can put different types of flavors in it. I've actually taken some onions and sauteed them and put them in there before. I like that onion, especially if I'm gonna put broccoli in there and maybe even some chicken. Onions, oh yeah, onion is most definitely a good idea as well too. But I do like the cinnamon as just for a base. If I'm gonna just make just plain old macaroni and cheese, it's going to be with a little bit of dash of cinnamon. And at this point, I think I want to try the drop of cinnamon oil and see what it tastes like, and hopefully it's gonna be good. See, look, I thought this video was gonna be short. I done put a couple more minutes on there. So I'm going to end this video here, and hopefully we are having a cookout at the end of the month. So hopefully there I will be able to do some macaroni and cheese and be able to put a video on here. And maybe I'll go live my video with the macaroni and cheese, which means it's going to be crazy, because if I'm going to do it, there's no pausing, there's no nothing. So I don't know. That may be weird to do, but maybe I just recap, right? That's a good idea. I'll recap. So basically, after I finish the macaroni and cheese, I will recap on what I did, and then I will show the macaroni and cheese, the finished product. And I think that's a good idea. So at the end of the month, we will be having a cookout. So I want to try my keto-friendly type of macaroni and cheese, and then my regular macaroni and cheese, just in case the keto one goes south and nobody wants to try it and it's not good. So I'll have my classic macaroni and cheese, and then now we do buy organic pasta. I don't know what that means, okay? If that's even good or bad, because organic doesn't necessarily always mean organic, you know what I'm saying? Meaning good for you. Organic doesn't always mean good for you. But what I will do is try both macaroni and cheeses and hopefully have finished products to show and to recap on. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Well, of course I like doing videos for sure, regardless if anybody watched them or not. And, but if it is somebody here still after 1448 and still watching this, Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this goofy video of mine. And I'm always doing goofy videos. And I have a lot of videos I never posted because they were just way too goofy. But when you go live, you have to just go with it and just see what happens. It has to be a complete flop for me to decide, okay, don't put it out there. So this is cool. I thank you so much for those that are still hanging in there watching this goofy video. And hopefully I will keep my promise. I'm not making a promise, but hopefully I'll keep my word and remember to do the recap, because especially it's going to be a Saturday where we're going to be expecting people to come over. So I have to make sure I do my macaroni early enough so I'm able to do the video before people actually get here and that kind of stuff. So, because that would be crazy. So, but thanks for joining, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Okay. And